those up.
Whoop. All right, so we're messing with the kitchen sink. It was leaking really bad. This original faucet is just destroyed, so Donnie's trying to get it out. You know you didn't take that loose yet.
That don't matter. Gotta get this loose.
All right, it's loose. So it was all screwed up. The original is leaking, of course. It's got holes rusted in it, but the lock nuts couldn't come off, so we had to cut them off with a chisel. But it's getting there. Oh yeah, what's that called?
Multi-purpose tool.
Milwaukee multi-purpose tool, multi-tool. Works real good for cutting things. Okay, tons of caulk, tons of caulk. Took all the old caulk off. Got the new faucet in. Getting it all cleaned up as good as possible. All right, folks, so we got the sink back in, got the new faucet on it. The old one actually had a hole in the back of it that had rotted through. It's crazy. But we're holding water now, we're not dripping, everything's cool. Cold and hot. Then we got the new little sprayer on there. So that'll be nice. So the next thing we got to do, well, down the road, we got to replace the little piece of laminate on the front. It was all ripped up, so we're going to pull it off and put something else on it. Sink's looking good though. So the refrigerator works. It's ice cold.
You can see the ice on it.
Look at the ice on it. That's not a good thing though. It's not supposed to be on there like that.
But it's working.
Refrigerator's ice cold. But the fan never turns on. So, is it the fan motor or what? So we're going to see if we can order another fan motor.
What's the port number now?
We kind of need a multimeter, man, because it might not be supposed to be on right now. All right.
Attention SSI.
All right, Donnie, what are you doing?
You did not file a tax return last year.
Trying to fix a refrigerator.
We have our new motor, which we ordered online, and they sent us the wrong part, of course. So the slight difference looks like the wires are on the other side and the brackets are different. So Donnie's swapping the brackets over, and the wires, it looks like, are probably long enough to reach, maybe, possibly,
Hopefully.
hopefully. And it has a different fan, but that ought to work too. What do you think, Donnie?
Looks like it's gonna go good.
Think it's gonna work?
Look like it.
I mean, it's just a fan. You'd think that they send power to it. It shouldn't matter if it's the exact same fan.
Okay, so we got that on there. Now, if the fan is halfway centered, we'll be fine, and it is not.
Bigger.
But I think it'll go behind it.
If it goes behind it. So it took me an hour and a half to find this part, and the guy, I specifically chose this one because it was the exact correct part by the pictures and everything, and the guy sends me the wrong damn part.
So let's see if we can get this fan blade on there.
Appears to spin.
Too big.
All right, we're going to have to try to put the old one on, which may or may not work. It does seem like it spins the same way. The blades are shaped the same way.
Shaft size is different.
Oh, thank you, eBay guy. I appreciate you screwing me over like that. When I ordered SM345 and the guy sends me SM343, you know, the cheaper one. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to figure it out. We ought to be able to make it work.
Too small.
Donnie has busted out the drill bits. There's parts flying everywhere.
Too big. I'm going to drill that. Give me a minute. Okay, is that drill bit? Somehow we need to get it centered up there.
Yeah, put it through the hole in the back. You know, if you get it off center, major problems. The good thing is, though, it's all covered up by a cover. Nobody will ever even see it if it's off.
I'm going to do this by hand to try to minimize over drilling.
Surely to God, it wasn't that easy.
Now I need to over drill a little bit.
Uh-oh. Do you think the fan's going to win or we're going to win?
Big drill bit. Get it started in there and then let it tighten up on it real good.
I see that it's making plastic remove.
There it is.
There it is, boys and girls. Oh, hell. Oh, hell, Donnie. The only thing that would have screwed that up is if the fan would have turned the wrong way.
Then we would have had to
Mess with the other fan. We could have cut the end of the blades off.
flipped it around, flipped the wiring around.
All right.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
You remember how it goes together?
Yeah, plug that sucker up.
The green one,
Yeah, the green one went on there somewhere.
the white one and the red one. The white one went on one of these two. I don't know which one. Probably don't matter though.
Yeah, it might turn on immediately.
Well, hell, it's unplugged.
Yeah, but the other ones aren't.
Okay, stick the white one in there like so. Keep your fingers out the way. Go
No,
ahead.
you can't do that because it goes backwards. Can't do that
Well,
because it doesn't go. It goes the other way. Now it could be maybe you can mount it upside down.
what do you mean? Goes that
The
way?
wire, yeah, it goes like that. But the wires are backwards, so you might have to mount it upside down. Which would probably work fine. It originally was like that.
Originally was like that.
Yep. Because the wires went on the other side. Hey, you're gonna make it. Don't do that. You're gonna make it live.
I'm looking here.
Just mount it upside down. It'll be all right. And by the way, people, now I know that we half-ass stuff sometimes, but we didn't half-ass this one. The dude on eBay half-assed this one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put my ground wire over here so all of them's on the same side. Get on eBay, we ought to get his name and put it out there.
Yeah.
For all 47 people to see.
That sucker. Especially if this doesn't work. If this doesn't work, I'm blaming him.
If it it does work, I'm taking all the credit.
Yep. Well, would you look at that? And it's whisper quiet. What do you think, Donnie? Now is it spinning the right way?
Yeah, it's blowing air out there.
Which I guess would be right.
Yeah, because it's going to blow it down. And this has got to go. See? Blow that down. How do you do that?
We're unplugging it again. We got to get it looking more tidy. We're going to clean it up as we put it back. Okay, so we cleaned it up a little bit. We haven't put the bottom pan back in, but we cleaned it up a little bit, and it's blowing nice cold air. Donnie, check the bottom and see if it's blowing cold air down in the bottom.
Yes.
Does it blow it right in the middle? What the hell? We don't quite know how it even works, people, but... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I feel it. Yes, it is blowing cold air down. All right, so we're going to put the tray in. Okay, we got the tray in, the shelf in. We're letting it soak in mean green while we clean it here. And it's blowing cold, so hopefully that'll fix it. So we have a 12-pack of Diet Coca-Cola here. That's going to be our test. We also have water. Look, it's liquid. We're going to put it up in the freezer. And then we have this one. We're going to put it down. Yeah. And we'll see at the end of the day what's going on. Hopefully it'll... It was already freezing the top, but it was freezing up the coil, which makes it not get anything cold actually, because the refrigerant and everything's not working like it should. So we think we're good, but we'll see.
Here you come, you say, me Marine. You cut the keep them on. And then you come. Watch it. Alright, that was almost well. Here we come. Here you come. Here you go. Hang on, hold on a moment. You come. Now you think it's insulation? Is a problem with it sagging like this? Or do you think that's just how they do it? If you go down there and look, it's not really sagging, it's sagging. The insulation's up in there. Oh, okay. They got the air cavity there. See, all of our air conditioning ducts and our water and sewer and power and everything is ran right down the center of the tree. Alright. Okay, hold on a minute. You coming? The Marinas. Now you have to try.
Hey, yo sé Spanish, todo es Spanish. ¿Dónde es americano? Es Spanish.
Hey y'all, we're back today with the problem here we got in this place. The screws are too long. Whoever put this in, maybe it had a trim piece or something, you know, to do this, but they're all the way tight and they're too long. So the way to fix this, take them out. And just about every one of these wire cutters has these holes. And
we go over there under the light so we can see better. I want to see what you're talking about here, Donnie.
Every one of them has these holes and it tells you the thread pitch. What that's for is you take your screw and you screw it into whichever one. And this one happens to be an 832. You screw it in there. And how much was sticking out? About that much sticking out, so that's about as much as we got to cut off. So we get that going out the backside like so.
And then you hide your eyes.
And then you just squeeze it. Okay? And that's cut back there. There's your slug. And then you take it back out. And you had messed up the threads. So then, open your door. Put your screw back in. Now it's tight. You got to do the top. Take it back out. Open your cutters up to the right depth. Screw it in there. Till you get what you want sticking out the back side. Cut it off. Your plug, I didn't make that one quite as long. So when you go to buy tools, sometimes the extra $1 or $2 for the tool might be worth it because little stuff like that. The real cheap ones, if you try to cut screws in half, it probably won't work. It'll probably bend the machine, bend the tool. But these, cut them, no problem. Now your handle is good to go.
All right, so now you got how many more left?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. So out of everything in this place, what wasn't messed up? Yeah, as you're down to, you even have to mess with the screws on the handles.
I think the hot water heater.
He keeps saying it, but I'm not so sure it
We're
works
not
good.
positive about that yet. The stove.
The stove seems to turn on, that's true.
The stove.
And also the little knobs.
The little knob wasn't messed up. But the, you see where it's peeling here?
Yeah.
So,
And it all needs cleaned still.
but we're getting there.
So we got to put some laminate on the kitchen counter here. We had to put the sink in. Wait, no, the sink was
The sink
fine.
was there, but the faucet.
The faucet was screwed up. It was leaking. We got to replace all of the outlets. There was something with the window. Oh yeah, he had to put new
yeah, all that.
the trim in the window. This is just in the kitchen. Of course, everything's dirty. Got to clean all that. There was something else. Oh, was it the refrigerator was bad?
The refrigerator worked.
Oh yeah, it was all broke up.
Everything was duct taped together.
Yeah, that's right. So that was messed up. So there's hardly anything in this kitchen.
Hole in the floor. We
Oh, yeah.
haven't figured that out.
Big, huge hole in the floor that's bigger than a regular vent. Yeah. So they had wall vents on it, but they don't really support any weight, so they're not supposed to be in the floor because you step on it. And from what we understand, the woman that owned this house was a big one. Very big lady.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's fine. But she was big. So that thing was bent all to hell. So yeah, we're working on the kitchen a little bit. Donnie's fixing the handles. We're going to order this refrigerator here. The motor's messed up in the two. That's 3. How many's left?
No, plenty.
He's not even keeping track.
I don't know that I even counted, did you?
Hey, did somebody replace those outlets on the wall there already?
You.
I did.
Yeah.
I remember doing it.
You did.
You sure about that?
Yeah, because you told the boys not to paint.
Oh, yeah, I did do. I did the one behind the refrigerator too, didn't I?
Yeah, you did these. I don't think you did that one because it's GFI or something. Yeah, that one's GFI and you didn't do that one.
Why do I not even remember doing that?
You
They
know?
do look brand new though, so I must have done it. All right, so we're going to do all of the handles. Donnie, we got one last thing to do here in the kitchen. Now, it took me months, but I found this laminate. Look, it's the same color. Now, this is a little more faded because it's old. So I found this, and I got it online, and I color matched it, and it's the perfect piece to go from there to there. Look at that. So we need some glue, and we'll glue that on, and then we'll be done.
We don't need it. She's gonna put marble on it. We don't need it. She's gonna put marble.
Well, why didn't you tell me that 2 months ago? I've been looking for it for 2 months.
Sorry.
Oh, God. I quit.
Hey! Please comment, rate, and subscribe before you turn that off.